Hi, everybody. This is Trevor Truck ASMR, and welcome back to Unpacking. Now, it has been a hot minute since I last played this game, but I think it's time to revisit and to have some fun and to just sit down and relax for a little bit. While we listen to the music, I also noticed that there's some rain outside, so that's always a nice touch. I do recall that there is a way to turn on the TV. I wanted to try to do that, but maybe I was thinking of... Oh, you can change the music here. I kind of like the original. I think that's fine. Anyway... Oh yeah, you can hear the thunder. That's nice. Anyway, I kind of like the close-up view. So yeah, it's been a while since we logged in, played this game. Ooh, nice. An award of some sort. And as far as I know, this game supposedly tells a story. And no doubt, it's the story of somebody coming of age. You know, buying a new home. Which, that is something that I would love to do if I had the money. I would love to buy myself a house. But, well... money is always going to be the biggest problem. Wait, let me check something really quickly here. Let's see, we can open these up. Actually take the game console out. It's interesting. Okay. Is it possible we just put it right there? Maybe we can slide the movies in here. Is that going to be okay? Or is that going to be disallowed? Something tells me that's not allowed. Hold on. You know, I say I'm gonna do this one thing, but then I kind of just go back on it. For right now, I don't think we're gonna be able to put the movies there, though. I could take some of this stuff out, but these, I tell you what, the game systems over the years have been certainly piling up for this particular person in this particular story. Don't know what to do with those. I'm gonna put them on hold for just a second. Just a second. Okay, so we're getting some more books. It's always good to see that this person is an avid reader. Exposure. That looks like some artistic supplies. Okay. So it looks like we got some cleaning supplies. This... There's something that I don't like. I feel like maybe this could go in there. And the plant perhaps could go somewhere different. Because I feel like that is top shelf material. And what's this? A poster that can perhaps go on... A poster that can perhaps go on the wall somewhere. Alright, let's... That looks like a fridge magnet. Unless it's an actual slice of fruit. And if it is an actual slice of fruit, well, all I can say is I have some questions for this person. Because clearly, you can't eat any of that. It's been packed away in such a harsh manner. Ooh, that's ugly. But, I don't even know where... I don't know where you put that one. That's a good one right there. Look at all these Blu-ray DVDs. Hey, here's a question for everyone watching right now. How many of you still watch Blu-ray DVDs? I feel like, in all honesty, I just feel as if those have kind of gone out of style. And yet, legacy media is still a thing, you know? That's the thing, you know. Oh, gotta make sure to flush the toilet, as is tradition. Okay. Now we got another plant. And actually, yeah, it's probably a good idea to have some type of plant in the bathroom. I just don't know where to put it exactly. Maybe in the corner here. Alright, so these are like makeup supplies. Actually, is that makeup or is... It could pass as makeup supplies or art supplies. I don't know which one it is. This could actually pass as some sort of weird hockey puck. Okay, a stick of deodorant. Now, how much space do we have? So this is occupied. We could actually probably get away with putting this one in here, just like so. Okay. Small powder or foundation or whatever you want to call it. Just put some of this random small stuff. Oh, that actually fit. Okay. Could have fooled me. There we go. This is gonna be interesting because I don't know if we have much room for that. Obviously that's shampoo, conditioner. This might be TMI, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I have terrible dandruff. Like I've gone years and years trying to find the solution to dandruff, and it's not that I'm unclean. I mean, I shower once a month, at least. It's just, well, it's just I've always had these flakes fall out of my hair, and I understand this is the engaging, thought-provoking discussion that you're probably used to in a lot of ASMR videos. So I guess I intend to keep that trend going. But I've always had struggles with that, and I don't know why. So if any of you have any solutions to dandruff, or if you found a product that actually gets rid of it, I mean, honestly, I'm all ears. I also really like the fact that we're getting a lot more plants and, what do you call these things? The small types of plants there. I think they're called succulents or something like that. Oh crap. Okay, yeah. The clothing is gonna be tough. Jeez, I don't know. I guess we can start... Well, we do have a drawer system. I have something kind of like that at my house, except it's not pink. But it is very cheap, very plasticky. And I store all my old Nintendo DS games there. Ah, the era of the DS. I do kind of miss it. I remember one Easter, I think this was 2010. Hold on a second, I need to sip my coffee. Coffee is what keeps me going. It's a secret. It's a secret. In 2010, Easter Sunday, I remember the one gift that I got was WarioWare DIY. Oh, that's a callback. That's a callback, but it was one of the most brilliant games that I have ever played. Because you know how in WarioWare games you basically play these what are called micro games. They're just small mini games and you either succeed or fail. Okay? And actually I do have a video of me playing the original WarioWare. Well, WarioWare DIY had a different sort of technique in which, yes, you can play, you can play the games that are on there, but the catch is that you can also create your own games. In other words, from the ground up, you could create your very own game. And not just one. I'm talking, you could create a lot of different games. And people were really brilliant at it. There were a lot of, let's just say, pixel artists who made some very excellent games. And best part was that you could share these games online through Nintendo Wi-Fi. You know, back in the day when Nintendo Wi-Fi was free. And just an expected component of Nintendo software. It's not free anymore, I'll tell you that. But yes, I have gripes with Nintendo. I could probably make a whole video on that, especially with the whole Nintendo Switch 2 debacle, which I won't speak about it at length here. I'll save that for another video when I feel a little bit more cranky. This is kind of fun. Sorry, there's just something entertaining about that. Okay. Anyway, I kind of lost focus there. I was talking about WarioWare DIY. Again, one of my favorite DS games of all time. I mean, it's up there at the top, I'll tell you that much. So you could actually make your own mini games. And when I say mini games, I'm saying the games probably lasted maybe at most. I guess if you wanted to stretch it to last like about 1 minute long, you could. But most games are at least like 30, maybe 15 to 30 seconds. Again, these are considered micro games. So me and my brother, we got that game for Easter that year, and we played the hell out of it. Because my brother and I, we were the type of kids who, we would bring our Nintendo DS everywhere. You know how these days, a lot of kids, you know, you go to a grocery store and you see kids with tablets and phones in their hands in shopping carts while their mothers and fathers do the shopping. Well, for my generation, it wasn't a cell phone or a tablet. It was a handheld video game system. And in particular, I had the Game Boy Color. I had the Game Boy Advance SP, the one that flips, you know. And then I got a Nintendo DS, I think probably around 2004. And then finally, after that, the Nintendo DSi, which was a great system. And of course, you remember all the programs that were on the DS systems. PictoChat was amazing. It was so fun. And my brother and I mean, we connected wirelessly on PictoChat, and oh gosh, we would draw some of the funniest things to try to make each other laugh while we were out in public. Those were the times, man. Those were the times. Like, I feel like gaming is not the same as it used to be. I know this might sound kind of weird to say, but I kind of wonder if fun is the objective anymore with games. You know? I feel like games today are not really about having fun. It feels like games today are about FOMO, which is the fear of missing out. It seems to me fun has been replaced by FOMO. And FOMO is a big no-no to me. And I admit that I fall victim to it just like everyone else. Especially when I play gacha games, I feel like, wow, this looks cool, but it's not for me. I can't get it. I can't get what everyone else has. This conversation has gone all over the place. And I was just talking about WarioWare DIY. Again, a very excellent game. I really need to play it again. But, as I was saying, it was a very brilliant type of game because you could make your own art. Then, for all you software engineers who might be watching this, you get to pretty much code your own minigame. And of course, it's not like lines and lines of code. It's not so cold and heartless like that. It's more like you create actions and then you connect the dots. It's kind of hard to describe, to be honest with you, but they made it in such a way that it was more intuitive, that it was a little bit easier, shall we say. I'm gonna put some shoes under the bed. I don't know where else I can put them. I don't think there's anything wrong with using the real estate that's under your bed to store shoes. Some people may say that's a faux pas. I say that's just living, man. So let's just put the boots in there. Besides, it's spring. I'm just gonna assume that it's spring. I mean, the trees are purple. That's a sign of spring, isn't it? The purple blossoms, And let's put these under the bed. Okay. Gosh, I don't know. I don't know where to put a lot of this stuff, to be honest with you. Good pair of headphones. I'm pretty sure I always keep my headphones on my bed, or at least that's where I place it when I don't know where else to put them. But I imagine they'll be fine here. Do got a pair of shorts. We're just gonna stack them on top. We have a backpack. Can we put the backpack? Okay. I'm doing things. I'm thinking. So we can't stack those any higher. We could actually easily put those in there. I would like to make a little bit more space. So we put that in there. Then we'll do something like that. And then we have these incense sticks. Just set them there. Then the plants. See, the plants are really the biggest consideration. I think we can put the succulents up there. Ooh, but we still have the lamp. I don't know where to put this one. Okay, could we do a little bit of rearranging then? Got some candles. I feel like maybe we can put the candles there. Let's take that off. Just have a big old plant right there. The alarm clock facing us because we like pain. Okay, so I would say put this at the foot of the bed. These are my 3 favorite stuffed animals. The other ones will take the rear. And then somehow I can get into the bed and sleep. Oh man, speaking of stuffed animals, I guess today my topic of conversation is going to be memory lane. You've been to memory lane before. We all have. It's nostalgia. And the older you get, because I'm an oldie by now. So the older you get, the more often you kind of go down this memory lane. My mom recently found my old stuffed animals, and I barely even gave them any thought. In fact, there might have been a part of me that just assumed, yeah, they're gone. We don't have them anymore. But the truth is, no, my mom kept them, and she recently gave them to us, and it's like, well, I don't really have any use for stuffed animals at this time in my life. I mean, it's not necessarily an endearing trait for a grown man to have stuffed animals in his room, But there was a part of me that took a look at them, and of course they're old now. Colors are starting to fade. Some of the eyeballs on these stuffed animals are made of like really cheap plastic, and so the paint is starting to peel off a little bit. But let me tell you what stuffed animals I have. So I'm sure many of you recognize Clifford, the big red dog. I have a stuffed animal of that. Then I have a Beanie Baby. I don't know if you all remember Beanie Babies, but they were huge, especially in the 90s when I was a kid. I even think that my grandmother, I think for a moment she was actually starting to collect them because they were starting to become like Pokemon cards are today, you know? And I just remember this one that I always had, and I was glad to see it again, but it's basically a small sheep. So I have Clifford, I have a sheep. Where does this fish go? I feel like I don't know where that goes. I'm gonna set it on the ground. We could probably put more stuff in here now that I'm seeing this. Yeah, like sauce and stuff like that. We're gonna put that in there. And then the other two stuffed animals I have are Super Mario and a Yoshi. I literally have a Yoshi doll, like in that Link's Awakening game or whatever. Right now, I'm kind of facing an interesting situation because they're in my room this moment. They're very prominent. I have them sitting in front of my stereo. And I actually don't know where to put them right now. Don't know what to do with them at this point. They're just kind of there, to be honest with you, and you know, it's always a struggle to find room for all these different things. Because my room, I mean, the thing about my room is that it's just not big. I don't have a lot of space. And you know, I don't mind. I'm okay with a smaller room, but I keep getting all this stuff and it's like, oh boy, what am I gonna do, you know? Okay, so I'm kind of confused. Where do we put this? Perhaps do we put it on top? Wait, hold up. That literally goes on top of the fridge. Well, at the very least, that's one place it can go. We're just gonna have to block it. Okay, can't do anything with that. The cutting board, obviously, yeah, goes there. Toaster there. Lemon squeezer, we can just put that up there. Mortar and pestle. Can't put it on top of the cutting board. Okay, it's good to know. Alright, well, still kind of lost on what to do with that. Cups have to go somewhere else. Where can they go? That's the question. Okay, cups can go on top. We have a big bottle of what I can only assume is syrup. Put it in there for storage. Soy sauce stays on the table. We still need room for the pot, which can go there. Whew, dang, I'm really running out of space for everything, gotta say. Yeah, this gets more difficult. We can't put cups on the fridge. Can we put the syrup on top? We can put these on top. Of course, there's no room for this now. Oh, a handy roll of trash bags. That's nice. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? Can we move this? Okay. Put this in here. Put this in here. The big bowl can't fit, so we're not going to worry about that. Actually, nothing can fit. That's great. I wish we could move that around a little bit more. Now, where's this supposed to go? Can it go on the table? I guess not. It can go up top here. Wait one moment. We can actually stack these. Now that is brilliant. That is a great idea. Put those up there. Okay. Oh, you can actually... Oh, that's really cool. You can set the microwave. I like it. That could go up there. I feel like plants were pretty flexible with plants. Oh, I found a place for every plant. Well, look at me playing the game as it ought to be played. Alright. I can't believe that's not allowed to go in the sink. That's where I leave my dirty dishes. All the time. Perpetually. In the sink. Well, this is hard. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty hard. That literally can't go on the table for some reason. I don't know why. I feel like that would be okay if it were my home. The microwave can be removed, but obviously there's a lot of places where it can't be. Interesting. Okay. Hold up. I thought for just a moment we could put the dishes on the dish rack there, but nope. Ooh, this is tough. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of tough. I don't mean... Here's... We could try to create some space by putting a few things in here. I mean, maybe that'll work. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Now we can put some stuff up at the top here. I don't see why we couldn't. I'm really not offended having all the sauces and stuff be up at the top. I don't think that's a problem at all. You know, it's just modern living. This is like, you know, a very first world problem. I don't know where to put everything. So yeah, just set that there. Got this extra thing. Now, I would be delighted if we could fit everything in here. Plates. Bowl. These towels can stack. Did we do it? Oh my gosh, we did it. We got this room down. Okay. What are we dealing with here? Crap. Okay. I don't know what this is. Is this a bag of charcoal or something? What is this? Could be anything. These things here, I thought that they were magnets of some sort. So let's go back to the... Are they magnets? What are they? Or... They're coasters. That's what they are. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Strange alien head. How about the bathroom? Probably not. Oh, this is where it gets really tough. I mean, it doesn't even belong there. Okay. I'm not gonna mess that up. But I think I have an idea. Really? We can't put it here? Gotta be kidding me. I don't see anything wrong with that. Fine, we'll put it there. The umbrella? Obviously, we need it to go in there. We are gonna do something artistic with these. Like so. These are like board games, I guess. And then next to the board games, we will stack some movies because this person loves movies. Guess we can technically stack just a few more up this way. I don't think we'll be offended at that. We'll just put them here. Hey, let's move that award up. Come on, let's be prominent with that award. Okay. Okay. So what else are we dealing with here? This is a poster. Anti-Hero Season 2. Looks like a good show. Okay, the potted plants are kind of a mystery to me. I guess they can go... Well, 2 of them can go down there. Okay, I'm not really liking this as much. I wonder... Ooh. Look at that clutch move that I just did right now. Saved it. I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna put it right here. I mean, it looks ugly, but we're kind of running out of options here, to be honest with you. Okay. And all these supplies can go up here. Let's change the way that they're facing. Okay. All right. Well, I think this one is done. And that just leaves the bathroom now. Do we have any space for any of these items? That is the question. And we can put these up top. I know... See, I don't like a cluttered sink. That's gonna be the problem. I was hoping to avoid a cluttered sink, but I don't think we really have any options, honestly. Alright, well... No, we can't do that. Wait, can we open this up? Yes, we can. We are saved. We are saved. So we're gonna put those up there. Toothpaste can come down, and that will make room. We'll get this. We'll get the comb. The comb. Nope, there's not enough room. Dang it. Well, we can at least put those in there. Can we stack? We cannot stack. That's fine. Alright. I guess we have to put that in there. We have a towel. Where are we going to put that? On top. Okay. Maybe the plant can go, because I think I can put the plant somewhere else now that I'm looking at that. Just don't know really where to put this. Yeah, the last part of the game is a struggle, isn't it? I can't put that down there. Toothbrush definitely has to stay up here. What else can we do then? What else can we do? This is a tough one. This is definitely a tough one. Wait, there was a cup there, but we can't put the comb there. Here's what we do. That will save us a lot of space. Put that there. Then lastly, the plant can go right there. And, you know, just like that, we have completed another unpacking level. So I just want to say thank you for listening to my rant / conversation about the good old days. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it relaxed you. And we'll definitely play another unpacking episode. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So hope you all have a nice day. Take it easy. And remember to take good care of yourself. Alright, goodbye for now.